Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Talking Sports podcast. I am your host, JD. I got my brother with me, Jeremiah, and we are happy to be back with you guys. I know it's been a while, um, but life just gets in the way. We are two, um, well, let's just say two employed Black individuals in society. So, uh, you
Indeed.
know, we got to make it do what we do.
Yeah,
Uh, this is not our only, job. Hopefully we can get there at some point. So that's why we need you guys
really
to
nice.
like the video, uh, subscribe, share, do all those wonderful things so that we can make this a whole career. And that's something we would love to do. Um, but until then, just be patient with us. And we are dedicated and committed to just bringing you guys this content. We love to do it, and when we get the opportunity, we'll definitely do that. But I digress. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with us. You see the title of the video: NBA playoffs are here.
Sir.
Um, we're getting close to the play-in tournament coming up soon. I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Tomorrow
Correct.
or Thursday. Um, so let's dive right into it, man. These playoffs are gonna be interesting. They're gonna be fun. Um, as we saw last year, surprises can happen. You never know what's gonna happen in these 7 game series, and so let's just dive right in. To play in tournament, we've got the Suns versus the Trailblazers. 7-8 matchup in the West. Um, And so, Jeremiah, what you think about this matchup? Who you got coming? Let's just do it this way. Who's gonna be the 7-8 in the East and the West? Let's just do that.
Starting in the West,
Yeah, yeah, starting the West.
it's gonna be tough. I think so you got Suns, Trailblazers,
Yeah.
and that winner becomes the 7 seed.
Yep.
Uh, and then you got 9-10, which is Clippers, Warriors, and the loser of that one is eliminated. Winner of that one plays um or I
The
guess
loser, yeah, right, you're right. Plays the
yeah,
loser of the 7-8.
right.
Yep.
Um it's gonna be tough. I still do like the Suns. Um I mean they probably are the most talented, maybe overall, of these 7 through 10 teams. Um, the Warriors are just not what they were roster wise. I mean, it's just Curry and that's it.
Yeah.
The Clippers, I mean, obviously you have Kawhi, but it's just really just can he do his thing enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, can he pull out that All Star performance that he had for these next couple games?
Right. Right.
Um, and the Trailblazers, I think, really I mean, I think they surprised people, even even being 8. Um, but I'll go. I'll go Suns Clippers. I think that's what I feel most comfortable with uh,
Suns Clippers. Yeah.
coming out of the West.
Yeah. And honestly, any iteration of those two teams, whether it be Suns at 7, Clippers at 8, or vice versa. Um, well, no, that can't happen. Clippers would be 8 if they, yeah. Um, I like the Trailblazers, man. I like Denny. I like um Shaden Sharp. I like, they got Jeremy Grant. They got um Donovan Clingan. They got some guys over there that can play. I just
Yeah,
think they might be a little young. Shout out Tiago Splitter for the job he's done this season,
right.
coaching these boys up, and
Go Splitter.
we'll see, what happens with his coaching future, whether he, gets the full-time job. Um, but I think you're right. I think Suns and Clippers in the play-in, you have to think about the matchups and the star players that are going to be involved. You got Devin Booker with the Suns, Dylan Brooks. They've been playing pretty good. Uh, Dealt with a little bit of injuries, but those are guys that can, Devin Booker can get 50 any night. And so, um, thinking about the Spurs, as the 2 seed. How well do they match up? Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers. Um, he can go for 50 any night. Darius Garland, back in the playoffs just with a new team.
Yeah, it's true.
So I mean, I think you're right. I think these are probably the teams. I definitely don't see the Warriors
No,
winning, unless Curry just has an all-time game,
yeah,
and that's possible too. But
he's been dealing with injuries, so
they're not going to match up well with OKC. And I mean, that's the thing. Like these teams are probably going to get swept, maybe win one game, maybe. But the Spurs and OKC have been the best two teams all season long.
mhm.
60 plus wins, just dominance. And so you don't expect much, but again, surprises can happen, injuries happen in the playoffs, so you just never really know. So with that being said, give me the Suns, and give me the Clippers as well,
Yeah,
just because of the star players. You want to see the stars in the playoffs, and I
right.
think give me Portland, give me another year for them, another year. Maybe they get some more development from Scoot. Maybe they get another player. Maybe they trade for Giannis. Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. I think they have the pieces and they have the picks to potentially do that, but we'll talk about that in the offseason.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Suns and Clippers as the 7-8, and they'll match up against OKC and San Antonio respectively. So let's go to the East now, this is going to be very interesting. This
Yeah.
is what I am looking forward to the most
Same.
because there's one particular team, and I don't know if it's the same for you, Jeremiah, but um, give us the breakdown for the 7-8 and the 9-10.
So for the East play-in, we've got 76ers versus the Magic, and that's 7-8.
Ooh.
Got
Yes.
Hornets versus the Heat, and that's 9-10.
Okay, so first off, the Hornets, I want them, I'm rooting for them to go all the way. Let's just say that right now.
Absolutely.
And Jeremiah, to be honest, we might be able to hit up a Charlotte playoff game. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Hopefully, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. But I definitely like this team. They've been, one of the three best teams after the All-Star break. Um, just playing really good basketball, shooting the ball like crazy, with Con Knipple and LaMelo leading the league in threes this year. Um, they play defense, they shoot the ball well. They up and down, just a young, fun team. And LaMelo's playing good basketball. He's playing winning basketball. He's not injured this season. Um, he's showing that he can be a winning point guard and leader of a team. When years past, you didn't think that could happen. And so, shout out Charles Lee, coach. He's one of my candidates for coach of the year, and we were supposed to do that first, but that's okay. We'll do play in, and then we'll transition to awards. Um, but yeah, man, give me Charlotte. Give me Charlotte as the 8 seed. We saw recently, um, a couple days ago, Detroit Pistons versus Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of animosity.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they didn't shake hands after the game, and so might be a little rivalry shaking up here. We love to see that in the NBA, especially
Absolutely.
right now. And so if these two teams match up, I think they could be a dogfight. So give me Charlotte and this man, this 76er Magic game 7-8 is gonna be really fun to watch. I like both of these teams, to be honest with you. Um, I've been disappointed in the Magic all season long. I thought they would have a better season. They're still missing something, and unfortunately, they gave up all those picks for Desmond Bain, and so I don't know how they're gonna get it. And maybe they trade Franz Wagner or something to try to get some picks. But Paulo, I guess Paulo's not going anywhere. Desmond Bain's not going anywhere because you traded 4 picks for him. But they need something else on offense, and I don't know where it's gonna come from.
Yeah.
Um, but this Philly team is good though. They got VJ, Maxi, Joel Embiid, of course. Paul George is back playing really good basketball. Um, so I guess give me Philly. I definitely want to see Joel healthy in the playoffs. He just had his appendectomy. I don't know if he's even going to be back for this game.
Yeah,
Um, I guess give me Philly. They're going to be at home. The two seed at the Celtics. Yeah, I'd probably rather see Philly against the Celtics, just as far as a matchup. So give me Philly and give me Charlotte for a 7-8.
yeah. I agree with most of what you're saying. I think the Magic have definitely been, they're kind of slowly progressing in some areas, and then slowly digressing in some areas as well. So
Yeah,
I I do like the Magic's roster. We love Paulo, our boy.
yeah,
Honestly, I mean, the 76ers, but there's what their story has been is they go as far as Embiid will take them. And
yeah.
if he's healthy and available, and he's playing good informed basketball, they can pretty much play with anybody. So that's always going to be a question mark. However, I think um, I'm going to go Magic. I'm going to go Magic here.
Okay.
Um, they had the same record. Um, Paulo's playing good, averaging 22 points a game. Um, the roster is getting better overall. Anthony Black
Yeah.
and Desmond Bain and these players, um, they have the ability to win. The question is, can they do it?
And they have playoff experience. Both of these
Right.
teams have playoff experience, and so they know what it takes. It just depends on what they're going to get offensively. You just never know with this team,
Exactly.
because they don't shoot the three well.
No, which
So that could always be an issue.
think they would be better at that, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Desmond Bain would help, but um, it's gonna be a good game though. It's gonna be a good game.
yeah,
The Heat are not going anywhere. They've
no,
After the 83-point game, they fell off the map. On Bam,
yeah,
they fell off the map, and so um, yeah, definitely give me Charlotte, and hopefully we can see Detroit and Charlotte, and hopefully go to a game. So that'd be dope.
that would be
Uh,
dope. I like Charlotte. The reason I like Charlotte, I think Lamelo. He's been turning his Chino Hills days back on. He's playing. Look like he's playing street 2K basketball.
Absolutely. I
Looks like
love watching his highlights on Instagram and YouTube and stuff.
absolutely. Looks like he's having fun. And they still got some players. Um, they're a good young team. Maybe
Mm.
lacking a little bit of experience, but I think overall, um, they can definitely get out of the Heat game. Being
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely. So yeah, hopefully that happens. Those are our predictions for the play-in. So let's get into awards. Let's start at the top, man. MVP, I got Shea. Um, I just think he's been the best player all season. Um, leading his team, number one seed. Obviously, Wemby, I think it'll be a close second. Wemby's definitely gonna win Defensive Player of the Year. So that's not even a question. Give me Shea for MVP. I don't know if there'll be any voter fatigue from these um voters, but I think he deserves to be MVP.
Yeah,
So give me Shea.
yeah. I got SGA as well. I think he's been the best. He's led his team again, best record in the NBA. Back to back, right? Is that correct?
Think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and that's only been done, I'm sure, maybe a dozen times or so. Um, and yeah, I got Wemby as well as Defensive Player of the Year. That maybe one day could be um, not flip flop, but maybe Wemby will get MVP um,
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
some
for
point.
sure. For sure.
But as his game develops, I think I think they'll be fine giving him the Defensive Player of the Year. Before we move on, I think it's important to mention that I'm curious to know your thoughts and for those watching, your thoughts as well on the rule where you have to play a certain amount of games, be available a certain amount to
Yeah.
even
65 game rule.
right
Yeah.
65 game rule to be even eligible for these awards. And we know that Luca is not. Just curious, what do you think? You think this rule will continue going forward? Do you think it's hurting the league? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, Luca has a chance to be eligible. He's appealing his 2 games that he missed for the birth of his child. That will put him at, I think it's either 65 or 66. So he should win that appeal because that's birth of your child. You can't really control that.
He's not.
So um, that'll have him eligible for All NBA, of course.
Right.
Now he won't win MVP, but
Yeah.
um, I definitely think the rule needs to be changed. Um, I think I don't think it should necessarily be abolished like completely because obviously, injuries are part of the game. And, I think now, especially now that the rule has been set in place, the players understand that they need to play now. And you can't just load manage, you can't just sit out just cuz.
Yeah.
But we also have to recognize that injuries are part of the game and, you know, it's a different league now. Guys just aren't going to be playing 82. It's not going to happen. And so I don't think you can fault the guys for, taking a rest, especially if you're not going to shorten the season. If you're going to keep it at 82, then, I don't think you should be penalized for not playing 65 games. Now, if you're playing 40, then you just can't. But I
Yeah.
think it should be broken down into tiers, but only for all NBA. If you play 65 to 82 games, you're eligible for all NBA first team. If you play 50 to 65, you're eligible for or 55 to 65, you're eligible for second team. You're excluded from the top, but you can only get this much. If
Yeah.
you play, you know, 45 to or say 50 to 55 um games, you're eligible for all NBA third team. Um and obviously if you play less than 50 games, I don't think you would even put yourself in the running for all NBA third team or above. So I just think that's how they should tier it. And I think that makes sense as
Yeah.
far as a tier list or, for all NBA, first team, second team, and third team. Um, as far as awards, I think those kind of speak for themselves. I don't think you're not going to be playing 40 games and you even have the stats to be MVP or DPOI or anything like that. So I think that kind of takes care of itself. But I think the 65 game rule can be applied to all NBA, but that's it. That's my take. That's my um advice for the league. We got to get our team to send this to the NBA. Adam Silver, take a look at it and give me some money for that. But yeah, no, that's my view on it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's well said. And I pretty much agree. I think it should be maybe not completely gotten rid of, but changed, tweaked slightly. I like the idea of tiering it. Um, yeah, I think that's smart because you have players like Luca, who I mean is highest points per game um, in the league, and
You deserve something.
he deserves something, right?
Yeah,
um, and he's been the best player on this Lakers team, which we will get into momentarily.
correct, correct.
But yeah, I agree with you. Well said. to continue on, I think it's clear Mr. Flag will get Rookie of the Year. Um, I don't know, I'm not even sure who else would be a choice.
It's really just Khan.
Yeah, Con.
Khan Nipple. There's something in me wants to vote for Khan just because we've seen the difference his play has made,
Yeah.
and we've seen, his accolades, leading the league in 3-pointers this season.
Hmm.
Um, I think he beat out Steph Curry's record, if I'm not mistaken, for threes as a rookie.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
his efficiency, shooting 50% from the field, 40% from three, almost 50-40-90 as a rookie. Like, that's incredible efficiency for a rookie in this league. Um, so, well, both of these are our boys, playing for Duke. Um, I guess it's cool just because he has a lot more accolades, first as, 40 point game, 50-point game as a beating Braun and all these rookie stats. And so it's probably him, but the team is just so bad around him. Like, they haven't won any games. It's gonna be interesting to see what rookie they get next season in this draft, where they land in a lottery, who they get. That's gonna be crazy. Um, see what they do. Like, if Kyrie's coming back, like, that's gonna be interesting if they're
Right.
playing together next season. So I'm definitely looking at the Dallas Mavericks a lot. I like their future. Cooper is a bucket and a dog.
Yeah.
Um, Watching his highlights are crazy. So it's probably Cooper, but I wouldn't be mad if it was Khan too. Maybe it's Cole. Maybe it's a Cole champion or Cole rookie of the year. So that'd be kind of dope if two two rookies, two former teammates both get rookie of the year.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think the market also just kind of helps Cooper and
Yeah,
the whole saga with Luca,
yeah.
the number one pick onto Mavericks, and then Cooper Flag.
Whole storyline.
The
Yeah,
whole storyline is just crazy. So I think for that reason he'll probably win. But Khan he's been incredible. Seeing him and Melo battle for the 3 point
yeah. That was
has
crazy.
been
That was
has been
crazy.
crazy. I think Khan got him by 1-3.
Yeah, one. Yep.
That's insane. So yeah, I go Cooper. It's nice to see. Sometimes you see these young players and question if they'll be able to develop and adapt to the NBA. But I mean, Cooper Flag was playing against Team USA at 17. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think 16 or 17. I forgot how old he was, but we knew he'd be okay.
Absolutely.
But some of these other ones we gotta watch out for. So
Yeah. Shout out VJ. He came into the season crazy. I thought he was gonna
yeah,
go like run away with it the way he started out the season.
yeah,
We know he's a solid player. We know he's, definitely NBA player in this league.
yeah,
Um, Shout out VJ. He won't win it, but we know he's a really good player, and he's definitely gonna be a difference maker for Philly if they advance, make these playoffs. So shout out VJ for sure. So rest rookie of the year. What we got? Coach of the year. Want to do coach of the year next?
yeah.
Who you got? I'm curious.
Listen, man, this is tough because
A lot of good coaches, a lot of good teams.
a lot of good coaches, a lot of good teams. Obviously, you have to take into consideration, kind of similar to the NFL in terms of what these teams were last season and what they are now.
They gotta know where you're going. That's my reasoning for picking it. Why?
Yeah, but before I get there, I just want to say, man, Joe Mazzulla is an incredible coach. I think what he's been able to do without Tatum
Yeah,
for more than half of the year has been incredible. And I know they still have a great roster, Jalen Brown and Pritchard and all these boys, but just seeing that storyline, we thought the Celtics were going to be trash. I mean, I think
yeah,
I think that's what everybody was saying. Maybe in the play in or just out.
Correct. Correct.
Um, and so they figured it out, and that's mostly thanks to him. So he'll be my honorable mention.
Okay.
But I'll go, Mr. 2K assistant coach, uh, who is now head coach, man, JB Biggerstaff for the Pistons. Uh,
Oh man. I thought you was gonna go like Mitch Johnson or something, bro.
oh man, I gotta go, JB. I think I think he deserves the recognition. I think you know he's they built the young team. It's what I think second, maybe third best record in the NBA. I want to say second,
I
um,
think I think third after San Antonio.
third after the Spurs. Yeah,
Yeah.
but number one seed in the East. Um, they've been great all year.
Yep.
They were used to be the laughing stock of of the NBA.
They lost 28 straight games last season.
28 straight,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm saying like going from that to this has been night and day. It's been incredible to
Not
see.
last season, 2 years ago. My bad.
Two seasons ago,
My bad.
yeah. But yeah, I've got JB. Who do you have?
JB.
Yeah,
Yeah. For the same reasons. Obviously Dayton, great coach. Mitch Johnson did a wonderful job leading the Spurs.
yeah.
I don't know. The thing is with Mitch, I don't know what he is. Um,
What kind of coach?
like, I mean, yeah, but that team is just so good,
Yeah,
And the same with OKC, like
yeah.
the team is just so very good. And when you have MVP players and defensive player of the year, like that's pretty much gonna take care of itself. And
Yeah,
that's why Phil Jackson and Popovich and these guys they don't even have a lot of coach of the years because they had NBA superstars and all-time great players on their teams. And so, they don't necessarily get a lot of the recognition that they should necessarily, but still,
they have rings. So
yeah. Yeah. And coach of the year is always a tough award too, because obviously coaching is part of it.
yeah,
Um, Game plans and maintaining egos, these things that you don't really see on a night in and night out basis as far as X's and O's and wins.
yeah,
But um coach of the year is like, okay, did you exceed expectations? Did we not expect you to be where you are positionally in the seating and the rankings? And so um that's why it can be skewed as like a non-important award or whatever. But we definitely have to get and give flowers for JB Bickerstaff and the impact that he's had on his team, and bringing these players up and developing them to get to where they are now. And it's not to say that Cade isn't leading his team as a all NBA player, because he definitely
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah,
Um, but you look at players like Dennis Jenkins and the impact that he's had coming off the bench, and the times where Cade was out, leading the team, beating our Lakers a couple weeks ago. Um,
yeah.
you know, um, Developing Jalen Duren, making him almost. I mean, he could be an All NBA player this season. So just um, these guys are good, and we saw it. We saw it in Cleveland. We saw it in Cleveland a little bit, but I think having Donovan Mitchell there and those boys in Cleveland kind of took his shine a little bit, but we're seeing him really flourish. And I think hopefully he's got a long coaching career with Detroit. He just seems like he's the type of guy that should be there.
Yeah.
Um, I like JB for this award. Second place, I think it's Joe Mazzulla as well, because like you said, nobody expected Boston to be in this situation. And
I did.
shout out, I didn't either. Shout out Jalen Brown, another All NBA player this season.
Yeah,
He'll probably get some MVP votes, as he should.
yeah.
Um, But again, developing players like Baylor Shireman and Hugo Gonzalez, these guys are just no names in the NBA. Started a lot of games, had a lot of key moments, and just played a lot of good basketball. And so we'll see what Boston is this playoffs. But they're the second seed, and they're honestly, I think they have the odds of coming out of the East, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Uh, Highest odds in the East to come out and win the East. And so, shout out Joe. I love Joe. Joe is a professed Christian, and
yep,
he says some kind of quirky things in the media and the press.
love
But
it.
yeah, absolutely love it. He's honest to a fault. He doesn't care what you think or what you say, and he'll speak his mind. And we love that. Love that around here. And he professes Christ, and he's not afraid of that either. And so we definitely appreciate that around here.
Yeah,
What other? Oh, excuse me. What other awards do we want to do? Clutch player, I don't really care about.
nah, you,
Um,
you got six man, right? Six man of the year.
Six man. Um, give me those players. I don't even know who's in the running for that.
Two that I saw, I, I don't know who will get it. I saw Tyus Jones is one.
Okay,
I think Josh Hart is the leader, the front runner
okay,
here. Outside of
yeah,
I have no idea.
he'll probably win it. Yeah, six man is becoming obsolete to be
Yeah.
honest.
After Jamal Crawford retired, nobody cared about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean these guys aren't really like true six men. Like people like
Yeah,
Manu, Jamal Crawford,
yeah,
they aren't real six men anymore. You
right.
know, um, at least they're not getting the true like notoriety. Um, but yeah, it'll probably be Josh Hart.
Yeah. Then you always got, I think, what executive and then most executive of the year and then most improved player of the year.
Hmm.
I got no idea for either of those, honestly.
Yeah, maybe. Hmm. Maybe Spurs. Um, I'm thinking maybe either Spurs or Celtics. Maybe
Yeah.
Brad Stevens. Mm,
Yep.
I don't know. Most improved? Hmm, that's a good question too. I don't even know.
Then you're saying Alexander Walker for the Hawks, who
Oh yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, no,
there's
definitely him.
they're a six seed. So I mean,
Yeah, are they six or five?
I think they're six, right? Because Raptors got did Raptors get five, or is that wrong? Do I have that opposite? I'll check.
Pistons, Celtics, Knicks,
Cap,
Cavs. Yeah,
Rap,
yeah, that's right. That's right. It's Raptors.
yeah,
Yeah, Raptors
yeah,
five. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Nikhil. Yeah, no, definitely Nikhil. He went
yeah,
crazy this season.
for sure.
Um, in Atlanta. We're gonna talk about Atlanta in a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, definitely Nikhil. He should win that easy. He should be running away with that.
yeah,
And the shout out to the executives in the NBA.
for sure.
Let's
So
get it.
we
Yeah,
get to these first round
yeah,
matchups?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's get it. All right, so we're gonna start with the East because we're gonna spend a lot of time on the West. So we're gonna start with the East.
I think we should start with the West.
We're gonna start with the
The
West.
West, easy. The West is easy,
Why do you say that?
bro. It one, two, three, four, bro.
Oh, yes, yes, but I just mean the confirmed matchups because the play in obviously once the play in happens then the matchups will be confirmed. One.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so for the East
Yeah.
we got Knicks Hawks.
Oh, just the confirmed matchups.
Yes, yes,
We're
just the
not. Okay, okay,
three,
okay,
6, 4, 5.
okay. Um, what teams?
We got Knicks Hawks is
That's
3,
what we.
6,
That's what we start with.
and then Cavs Raptors 4, 5. Yeah, we started Knicks Hawks.
Bruh, I want the Hawks to win, bro.
Yeah,
I want, I want, I like our boy Jalen Johnson, bro. You know he's a Dookie.
yeah, absolutely.
Man, give me the Hawks, bro.
He's
Give,
averaging. He's almost averaging a triple double.
give me the Hawks in seven.
Oh, oh my goodness.
I know. Listen, Jomar, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, bro. I love the Knicks,
Same.
and I think they should win. I want the Hawks to win. Let me say this. The Knicks will win. I don't think it'll be as easy as everybody thinks, but I want the Hawks to win. I just
Yeah,
like this team.
yeah.
Nikhil, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels playing D, um,
Kaminga.
Kaminga coming off the bench, Buddy Hield. Man, I like and they've been one of the best teams. I think they were the best team after All-Star break. Um, I don't know. I just like them, man. It's not to say that I like Jalen Brunson. That's really it. Like
Yeah,
I I don't know that this team, the Knicks have just been, I don't know, they've been coasting all season. I don't know about them, man. I feel like Jalen Johnson gonna give Cat the work
the
all
business.
series long. And
Yeah,
I don't know what the matchup's gonna be, but give me the Hawks, man. Give me the Hawks in seven. That's my prediction. That's my take.
I like it. I like it. I was thinking Hawks in seven myself. I think Alexander Walker doing what he's doing. Um, they benefited from the Trae Young trade,
Yeah, absolutely.
and
They
that's
said they said Trey had to go. We can't play defense with Trey on the field on the court.
that's right. And
That's what happened.
CJ McCollum is still who he
Producing.
is.
Yeah.
So,
I forgot about CJ. Yeah.
yeah, I think man, first this is the first time in the playoffs since 22-23 season. Why not?
They out of they not in the play in this year. So
Right?
I mean they're a legitimate team.
Yeah,
As long
yeah,
as they can stay healthy, man, I think this is gonna be one of the most intriguing series in all of the playoffs.
yep,
Um, we know what happened last time. Trey was there going against the Knicks. He was saying it's cold in here, so
yeah,
that was fun. But Trey is not there anymore, but this still could be one of those series. It just can they put it together?
yeah.
Can Coach Schneider? I think he can be another candidate for Coach of the Year too. Is how
I
he's
agree.
propelled his team
Yeah,
this season. He's no slouch of a coach. We saw what he did in Utah. But give me the Hawks, man.
yeah, I like it. Next up, Cavs Raptors 4 versus 5.
And this is the same thing we can say about the Knicks. They underwhelmed this season. Um, Cavs were supposed to be Cavs and Knicks were supposed to run away with this Eastern Conference.
Absolutely.
They're supposed to be 1-2. They're both supposed to win 60 games. They're both supposed to just be this was their year. But
Mhm.
they're a 4 seed, man. And I'm gonna pick them just because the Raptors are young and um, you know, they don't really have the experience. Um, but can I see this series going to six? Absolutely. So I mean, Cavs in six, but they're not gonna look good.
Yeah,
Um, James Harden will have a good game, and then he'll have a couple bad games because this is the playoffs and that's what he does.
yep,
So will that affect their chances? Donovan Mitchell's gonna have to score 40 every night. I
yeah,
will I will say that. He's going to have to score 40 every night for them to advance. And you know what? Scotty Barnes, just guard Dono all series and see what happens.
yeah,
And let the chips fall where they may. Let Jared Allen and Evan Mobley beat you offensively, and James Harden will he'll take care of that himself. You don't have to like put a good defender on him for him to go 3 of 11 and 1 for 6 from three. Um, so it's gonna be interesting. This is probably gonna be the NBA TV series, just cause it's Toronto and the Cavs, two of the smaller markets in the East. But I wouldn't be surprised if this went six, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 4-5. So I mean, again, it is a toss up, but I don't like the Cavs. I'm gonna be real with you. Um, so if Toronto wins, I'm cool with it. So
Give me the Raptors. And here's why. Raptors swept them 3-0 in the regular
really,
season. Yes.
I didn't know that,
Give
bro.
me the Raptors.
When
Look,
did they when did they play? Did they play earlier in the season before the Harden trade?
I think I think they were all before, I think. But
Mm,
either way, I don't like James Harden anyway, especially playoff Harden.
playoff Harden is cheeks.
No, give me the Raptors. Yeah,
Raptors in seven.
yeah, I got Raptors in seven.
Bro, that'd be crazy if Atlanta and the Raptors advance.
I know that would be wild.
That'd be crazy.
Maybe we might be disrespecting Brunson just a little bit, maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see.
But no, I'm gonna be real with you. Dyson Daniels, that needs to be the matchup.
Yeah,
Put Dyson on Jalen. And I know obviously in this pick and roll era of basketball,
yeah.
you're not really gonna be guarding them, but
Not
fluff, fluff a switch, okay? Fluff a switch.
no switch in.
No switching. We going over, we going under. That's it. No
Yeah,
hedge, no switch, no freeze. Um, but yeah, man.
it'll be interesting. Raptors got top five defense in the league, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Got I think top three overall assist in the league.
yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, we saw what they did against the Magic, that what 30-0 run.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
That's
can lock up.
right. Um, I got
This
Raptors.
this is not Tom Thibodeau's defensive
Oh,
Knicks team. So hey,
they had to ship him. They had to ship him out of New
hey,
York.
hey, and this is what I was telling Jomar yesterday. If Cat don't come out to play, they're going
Yeah.
down, bro.
Oh yeah. It's GG. It's
And
GG.
they already talking about trading him for Cat for Giannis next season anyway. So
Uh,
hey, hey, that's crazy.
the
Um,
Bucks will get fleeced in that scenario.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I don't think he should. That's why I mentioned the Portland trade because I don't think he should go to the Knicks
Yeah,
for the Bucks' sake. I will say that unless they're just trying to tank. But anyway.
maybe
So
the
that's
best.
for that's the 3, 6, and 4, 5. Let's just go with our predictions for play-in. Let's just say it's Charlotte versus Detroit. 1-8.
Yeah,
Um, I want to see a long series. You know, um, I don't know. I could. They're the one seed. They're the better team.
for sure.
But Charlotte is just so fun to watch, bro. And they're young and they're like, I don't think I don't. They're not phased by anything.
No, no. Melo,
And Lamelo does not care, bro.
Melo was 14 playing against seniors in high school. He he was getting beat up on by Lonzo and Jella. He's fine. Khan gonna shoot the lights out. They good.
Brandon Miller,
Dog.
dog. What's his name? That's been there for years now. Oh my, blanked on his name. Left hand,
Bridges.
Bridges. Yeah,
Yeah.
another dog.
Oh yeah.
Now, Charlotte, Cade is a dog. Isaiah Stewart gonna probably get ejected a couple. That's why I want to see this series, bro.
Right. It's gonna be crazy.
Jalen Duren, dog. This is gonna be a fun series, man. Two different styles of play.
Oh yeah.
Um, It'll give me Detroit in six. Detroit in six for that.
I
But
agree. I'll
yeah.
go Detroit in six as well. Yeah.
Close games though. Close games.
Yeah. They will have to fight for it. Pistons will have to fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I'll say this, if the Charlotte gets hot,
Yeah.
Detroit's not a 3-point shooting team.
No.
But if Charlotte gets hot, they're gonna steal some games.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so give me Detroit in six for that one. And Celtics, um, Celtics versus either the Magic or Philly. I can see Philly taking maybe a game or two more just because if Joel Embiid, Maxi could go off and get 40. Um, both of them can get 40,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So that'll be a little bit difficult, but
They'll
I
have
just
to. They
I
want to win.
just think the championship DNA of Missoula and Tatum and Brown and Pritchard, I just think it'll be too much. I think the second seed is the best option.
Yeah.
Not option, but the best scenario. Um, because having to play Charlotte, that's not fun. But
Yeah.
Charlotte even beat Boston.
It's just right. They did.
It's just again, so um man, Detroit in seven. Detroit in seven. It's going seven. Um, I don't. Hey, Charlotte gonna be hopping, bro.
Yeah.
I really hope they advance. They
They're
make
hot right
it,
now. So as long as they don't slip up against the Heat, be fine.
bro. If they better destroy the Heat, bro.
I know.
This,
I think they will.
I will say this though. This gonna be another Bam shooting how many ever shots again. This gonna be
Yeah.
one of them games again.
Yeah. They're
He's
probably.
gonna have to get 50 probably to
Yeah.
win.
Well, for
But
sure.
I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, um, give me the Celtics in five for whoever they play. I think they'll just be better than anybody.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's it for that, right? That's E for the
Yeah.
East.
That's it for the East.
All right, let's go to the West. 3-6 for the West is Denver versus Timberwolves.
Sir.
Ooh, who you got? Well, first, who do you want to win?
I want the Timberwolves. That's no secret to anybody. Um,
Same.
I don't know many Nugget fans. I'm gonna be honest. Do you know any? I don't. I don't. I don't think I know any. I mean, I know Denver's on the other side of.
Yeah, no, not
But
personally. No.
I don't either. Anyway, um, I'll go. I'll go Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves.
Is Ant healthy?
Um, I want to say. I want to say yes. I mean, he maybe it's day to day, maybe some lingering stuff, but I don't think. I think he's okay. Um, yeah, I think he's good. So
Another player not eligible for anything
yeah,
because of injuries, unfortunately.
yeah, tough.
That sucks. But uh, yeah, no, give me the Timberwolves also. I,
It will be a shame if they can, just because I know what the Timberwolves can do, um, and a good as good of a team that they do have. Um, I could see it going either way. I really could, just because
it's going seven.
it's going seven. It's going to be a long seven.
A long, hard series, bro.
I fear probably either one of these teams going to lose in the next round, just because they might not have legs after.
Correct, correct. And they have to go against San Antonio. So
Right. Um, so for that reason, I don't know why my gut just telling me to pick the Nuggets just now. I don't know why.
just because it's Jokic
Just Jokic.
and
That's
he's been going crazy, and Jamal Murray's had a good season.
yeah.
Um, And offensively, I don't just the Timberwolves don't have a lot other
No,
than Ant. And they got Julius, but again, in the playoffs, can you trust them? Aaron Gordon is back and healthy. I think it's gonna be the Nuggets. Um, I just I just don't like any team in the West, bro. I like Minnesota just because of Ant. And I like Jaden McDaniels. I like Terrence Shannon. So I like Minnesota. They got some players that I like.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm a switch. I'm gonna go Nuggets. They're also on a 12 game win streak. I didn't realize.
yeah.
Gotta go Nuggets, and I
They
hate.
just beat the Spurs in overtime recently too. So
Yeah,
it's like they're playing really good basketball right now.
yeah,
And I don't know if Ant is healthy, honestly, healthy enough to do much.
yeah.
But I mean, this team has went to the conference finals each of the last two seasons. So um, you know, we
True.
can't count out that. But I think this season it's just they need more. They need
Yeah,
something else.
yeah.
Um, honestly, if you can trade Gobert and Julius, I would do that. They're in play for Giannis as well.
Yeah, Giannis and Ant.
Yeah,
Rest of
yeah,
the roster depleted. So
absolutely. But you just gotta fill in space after that. If Giannis does come, other people will come too. So,
yeah, for sure.
um, a lot of Giannis talk for this episode when they're just not even in the playoffs. They're just out.
Yeah,
Speaking of the Bucks, Doc Rivers has parted ways.
get him out.
He
Should have been happened.
that should have never happened, Jeremiah. It should have
Correct.
never happened.
Correct.
Doc Rivers should not be a coach anymore in this league, and I just think that shows it.
He's still riding off the success
Of that one championship,
of Rondo,
KG,
KG, and Paul. Like
the one championship, by the way,
yeah,
one,
just
just
one,
one.
just one. Thank God for Kobe and Bron and all these other people because he could have three.
Yeah, very true, very true. So that's our books talk for today. Won't be talking about them again until the draft. Um,
Right.
hey, but no, shout out AJ Green and Cormac Ryan for the Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two boys has been playing well. AJ Green, Christian. Hey, AJ, come on the pod, bro. Come on the pod. We can talk Jesus and we can talk sports and we can talk
Yes,
NBA.
sir.
That'd be dope. We gotta get our team to send it out to AJ.
For sure.
Yeah. But
Last
hey, can you look up where Cormac Ryan went to college? I remember his name, but I don't remember where he went to school. Um feel like it was I feel like I remember seeing him in the tourney because I think he's a rookie, I think. This is bad podcasting. Sorry about that, guys, but
Stanford, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
he went against Clemson a couple times. So yeah, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. All right, cool. All right, so back to the West. Back to the West. 3-6. We got Nuggets. I think it's gonna be a good series, man. I just don't know how healthy Ant is. So just give me Nuggets in six. Um, Jokic gonna average a triple double. You know, Jamal Murray on average 28. I don't think nobody's gonna be able to stop him. Um, I think they're just playing really good basketball right now. So give me the Nuggets.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go Nuggets. Initially, I was gonna go Timberwolves. I'll go Nuggets. Um, they're also just a hot team. 12 game win streak. This is the time to be playing your best basketball of the season, and they are. So,
And they're healthiest
and
as
they
well.
are. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another thing. All right. So our team, Los Angeles Lakers, they were the 3 seed for a good while. Unfortunately,
Or versus.
injuries have plagued us.
Yeah.
Luca with his hamstring and Austin Reeves with his oblique.
Yep.
Um, LeBron James, the 41-year-old in his 23rd season, is the healthiest of these guys, and that's just kind of hard to believe. But
Yep.
um, how do we fare against the Rockets on April 18th at 5:30 p.m. Game one?
I think it's 8:30.
They changed it.
Is it 5:30? I thought it was 8:30. ABC, right?
Check the calendar. I think I saw April 18th at 5:30. I could be wrong though.
Might be right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If we don't get one of them back,
Yeah,
we're just gonna lose. Unfortunately, it obviously it depends on.
8:30.
Okay, okay. I think they switched it, but I could be wrong. Anyway, um, it depends on how JJ is gonna scheme up against this Rockets team because they're not the best 3-point shooting team, and sometimes KD can get lost, and just not do much. Um, excuse me. Um, if KD's gonna be aggressive and shoot the ball a lot as he should, then I don't think we stand a chance. But Amen Thompson, not a shooter. We're gonna let him shoot. Um, Jabari Park. Ooh, no, not Jabari Parker. Whoa, Jabari Smith Jr. We're gonna let him shoot too.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know, man. Can LeBron turn back the hands of time and give us 2018, bro? Where he carried
maybe for a couple games.
until I mean he's gonna have to
Yeah,
until Luca and AR come back. I think they're saying that AR is projected to come back.
yeah.
Um,
He's gonna have to play hurt. He's gonna have to play with the injury.
did they super soldier serum Luca?
I hope so, but I don't know.
I mean, he did go overseas, so
He did. He did. But again,
maybe John Walker super soldier serum. Maybe not like Steve Rogers.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
halfway, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Fake cap.
Yeah.
um,
Those just the thing is the hamstrings are tricky.
very.
Um,
You can tell us about that.
yeah, they so in the NBA and in professional soccer, hamstring strain tear has become the most common injury above ACL, which is crazy to think about because ACL still happens super frequently.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because there's too much strain and pressure on their legs, on soccer players, on NBA players that playing too many games for too long, too frequent. Um, and so you're seeing more hamstring strains, tears, and they're tricky because if it's severe enough, you think about getting surgery, or you can naturally rehab it, which takes a little bit longer,
Hmm.
but you have risk of re-injury. Um,
Yeah.
so it's tough, hard to play through as well. It affects your sprinting, your explosive power as far as jumping, landing, extending, that type of thing you need for a lot of NBA movements. So
Mhm.
it's gonna be tough for Luca to kind of play through it if he even can.
I'll say this. I hope that AR is healthy.
Yeah,
More than anything, because I think I think we could beat the Rockets with Luke with AR and Braun. Um,
yeah,
we would need a god tier Luca for next round against OKC.
yep,
Um, but I think we could fight it out against the Rockets with god tier AR, and that can happen, by the way.
yeah,
Um, I want him. To be honest, I want this to be Austin Reeves playoffs.
yeah.
Um, just
It,
because this is contract year, and are we going to keep him? Are we not going to keep him? If this is his playoffs, he's staying no matter what.
Yep.
If this is not his playoffs, then unfortunately he's probably going to be gone, and I don't want that to happen. Um, so give me Lakers, Lakers in seven. Um, excuse me, yeah, Lakers in seven, man. I don't know. Home field is going to have to help. Um, JJ is going to have to coach his butt off.
Yeah.
To kind of scheme us to wins. LeBron getting rest. We need perfect role play from Rui, Ayton. We need Kennard to shoot the stripes off the ball. Um, Nick Smith Jr. to come in and give us some point guard play and some athleticism and agility
Yeah.
and some scoring too. Shout out Arkansas's very own Nick Smith Jr.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Lakers in seven, man. I don't know what else to say, really.
Yeah. Um, Let me just give a few, I guess, some background info. So Rockets are obviously favored. Um, Lakers
They're,
won,
they're on like a 10-game win streak too, aren't they?
I believe so. I think so.
Yeah.
It might be 10 plus 12, 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Lakers won two of the three meetings, with Luka getting 76 points total of those two games.
Uh-huh.
Those in Houston, by the way. Um,
They play back to back.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first ever postseason matchup between two players that have over 75,000 points, and that is LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Um,
You know what KD has done to Brian in the playoffs before.
yeah, yeah, we've seen that. Um, Here's what I'll say: we will need one of them. We will need Luca, or we will need Reeves. I think Luca. I think Reeves is closer to coming back and playing than Luca.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, the oblique injuries are also tough. Those for those who don't know, those are stomach injuries, kind of around this area right here. Besides, um, hard to play through. It kind of affects your aerobic capacity just a little bit. So hopefully Reeves is not too winded, but we'll kind of see. Um, I've got Rockets in seven, and it pains me to to say it. We're
Yeah.
Laker fans. We want Lakers to win it all, of course.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, I just think KD is probably just gonna have fun. I feel like no Luca, no Reeves. They just gonna pick on 41-year-old Bron. And don't get me wrong, Bron is still great, but
Yeah.
I think KD with Şengün running the offense, Amen Thompson. I think the roster just be too much for us. It would have to, like you said, our core, our role players will have to play the best week and a half of basketball they've ever played for us to
Yeah.
beat the Rockets.
Yeah. I yeah, I mean I understand it. I understand. I just can we steal two games? We're at home and we're we're talking about the Lakers as they're the eight seed and they're going against like
Going against
can we steal two games and then Luca come back game five? Like that's I mean, I don't know. Like
it's possible, but like I said, Kennard's gonna have to get 25. Rui's gonna have to play the best defense he's ever played. Um,
he probably gonna be guarding KD.
yeah. And Braun will have to be sprinting up and down the court for a majority of the game, which we'll have to see how long he can do that for.
Right. It's just tough, man. It sucks, man.
It's
You
terrible.
just got injured at the wrong time of the season, man. That really, really just
I think
sucks, man.
I think we could beat them at 5 if we had
Yeah,
our.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Because we did that, we beat them 2 out of 3 in the regular season. The regular season don't really matter.
it
But
gives you
Luke,
a good evaluation.
yeah, Luke is just that good though, and
Yeah.
nobody can guard him.
No.
Not even Amen. He's the best defender they got.
Yeah.
This just might be a matchup problem, and you're right. It might be Rockets in 6 or 7, but I'm holding out hope that AR can be healthy and we can maybe get Luca back at some point in the series.
Yeah.
But we don't have to talk about OKC and San Antonio. They're gonna advance. They're gonna beat whoever in 4 or 5, and they'll they'll probably be on a collision course to playing each other in the Western Conference Finals. Now, what happens after that point, we don't know because OKC struggled mightily against San Antonio in the regular season, and we'll
Yeah.
see if the regular season really matters. Um, give me your, give me your conference finals and give me your NBA finals before we transition to talk about Jaden Ivey.
Um, I honestly feel like if Jalen Williams is not healthy enough to play, I think the Spurs are gonna win. Um, he's been, I guess, day to day. I forget with what injury exactly, um, but he's one of the most important pieces for the Thunder, and so um,
Yeah,
I think he has to be healthy for them to go far. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it'll be. Yeah, I just don't know. I just feel like it's one seed. I don't know. I mean, I think like similar to what happened in college basketball March Madness. It was mostly 1, 2, and 3 seeds. Uh,
yeah,
I, I'll go I'll go Thunder Spurs, um, and I'll go Pistons Celtics. I
yeah,
think I just think they're the best overall teams. And I'd be shocked, honestly. I'd be shocked if it was anything different. I would.
yeah.
Um,
Especially in the West, especially in the West.
yeah,
Um, I mean, I could see Denver.
yeah. I can see Denver getting in there.
Yeah, just because they took OKC to 7, and then I think they don't have a Jokic answer. So well, I don't think anybody has a Jokic answer to be honest.
No.
Um, so it's either gonna be OKC San Antonio or OKC Denver.
Mhm.
Um, and then I agree Celtics Pistons, and so give me OKC Celtics, which what should have been last year, but
Agreed.
um,
Here.
Jason Tatum got hurt,
Yeah.
uh, and they were losing that series anyway. But shout out to the Pacers and our boy Tyrese Halliburton. Uh, OKC Celtics in the finals. That's gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be a good one.
Agree.
Uh,
I've got I've got Celtics in 7.
yeah, yeah, me too. All right,
Okay.
so that's been our NBA playoff predictions. We'll be back to recap these series as they happen. Shout out to you guys. Comment your teams who you want to advance for these series. Give us your NBA finals pick. Give us your conference finals pick. And you can give us your awards picks too. In the comment section below. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter for those if you're following us there on those platforms. But Jeremiah, let's get into a topic of conversation that I've been wanting to get your perspective on, and I haven't even asked your perspective on it
Yeah.
just because I wanted to talk about it here with our fans watching. Um, as you may know, as you may not know, For those of you who are watching on this episode today, and whenever you're watching, Jaden Ivey was drafted by the Detroit Pistons. I want to say 2022.
2022.
Yeah,
That's
2022.
fifth overall.
Fifth overall. Um, Solid player. Um, he's dealt with injuries the last 2 or 3 seasons, and he was traded to the Chicago Bulls. Um, and didn't even did he play? Played a few games for the Bulls, I
I think
think.
couple.
Yeah. And um last month, I want to say, or earlier this month, he was released from the Chicago Bulls for what they call conduct detrimental to the team. Whenever I see that, I always say that that's a blanket statement. It's not the true reason as to why a person or player gets released from a team. So there had to be some underlying thing that happened, and we found out,
Yeah.
and it came out that he spoke out against LGBT and the NBA as far as the NBA promoting that particular community. As these sports leagues typically do, they celebrate a specific month, Pride Month, I believe it is, and they with these sports leagues being, you know, sort of, well, not sort of, but liberal in their stance, they support those communities and they don't want to speak out against the, they want to be equal and show equality, things like that. And so Jaden Ivey spoke out against it. And, he was saying that the NBA is supporting an um, unrighteous thing. NBA is unrighteous and especially just, you know, showing his support of Christ and therefore denouncing anything associated with the LGBT community. Um, and let me just preface this entire conversation by saying that my brother and I are Christians, and we do not support the LGBT community either. And if you unsubscribe, if you unfollow, because of that, I don't care. I can't speak for Jeremiah, but I don't care. Because I stand firm in my beliefs that homosexuality is a um is wrong. It's a sin. And Jeremiah, what does the Bible call it?
Abomination.
An abomination. Um, and that's what it is. And so we stand with Jaden in this situation. We stand with Christ in this situation, and we're not afraid to say it. With that being said, um, I just think it's unfortunate that that Jaden had to be released and basically end his career with the Bulls. And obviously, was battling injury, and he said he could still play. You know, if he was given the opportunity to. Um, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he needs mental health help and things like that." And that's always a stigma, I would say, with Christians and those who kind of speak out against certain things and how we go about our day-to-day interactions with people. Um, but I mean, it is true that he's suffered some things in his past and um dealt with a lot of issues growing up. And so, it's not to say that he doesn't need mental health help, but I don't think, well, I know that speaking out against homosexuality and lesbianism, um, that's not the reason he needs mental health help. Um, I would say that Jaden Ivey is a radical for sure. And if you don't understand that, then yeah, you could say, "Oh, this guy's crazy. This guy needs like he's going through something in his life." And but let's be honest, who's not going through something in their life? And
Yeah.
the Bible says that in this world we'll face persecution. And let's be honest, he's an NBA player who's hasn't really been able to play a lot, and that's hard.
Yeah.
Um, and so I'm lifting up Jaden in my prayers, and I hope that he can, you know, if he is struggling mentally, of course, get the help. I've been in counseling before for things that I've dealt with in my past, and I understand it. Um, but Jesus is the answer. He always has been, and he always will be. Um, and so if you have Jesus, you can make it. Um, but I just wanted to say that and get that out there. But then I want to hear your perspective too.
Yeah. Um, Very interesting situation. And I've been keeping an eye on it as it's played out for close to a month. Not quite yet. Maybe about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Um, the controversy started when Jaden posted he was going live on Instagram and he was criticizing the NBA support of Pride Month and um, questioning why the NBA promotes it so much and um, specifically Pride Night. He talked about and these kind of things, and so um, it's interesting. He's using the platform he has
Hmm.
to speak about something that he's passionate about and something that um, he feels his convictions for.
Of
Um,
course.
and just before we can go further, that I can respect. That takes courage.
Absolutely.
That's something that even I struggle with myself. Is having the courage to speak on your convictions. It's not easy to do. And so on March 30th, I guess end of March, the Bulls waived him, like you mentioned, for conduct detrimental to the team. Um, and I think it was almost immediate after his live streams were posted and up. I think
Yeah.
it was pretty quick. They
Yeah.
they waived him, um, and so um, he outside of just Pride Month and the LGBTQ community, whatever, he was just simply talking about Jesus and preaching Jesus Christ, and so that was I guess you could say why he was waived, um, or what's being released as to why he was waived.
Hmm.
Um,
I got a question about the extra stuff too. I want to ask you. But
yeah,
continue.
yeah. Here's what I'll say. Um, America is interesting. You understand soccer. Soccer is my life. Soccer is my passion. Just to relate this to that, there are similar situations to where soccer captains have to wear a LGBTQ armband for their team. But when it comes to their religions, as far as African players, Hindu players, um, even some Christian players, they allow them a decision to decline to wear the armband in support of the LGBTQ. And they talk about it. Maybe there's a suspension or a team conversation, whatever. But it's not that big of a deal, and that's
Mhm.
mostly in other countries, England and other countries like that. But here in America is a huge deal. And
Yeah.
really, what this was the NBA um, not accepting what Jaden said. And
Yeah.
I think it's a shame. I think it's a travesty. I think it's a bad decision for them to essentially force the Bulls to waive him. And I don't agree with it. Um, I think he is just exercising free speech, which we still have a right to in this country.
Hmm.
A contract with the NBA, I guess, to me anyway, doesn't take away your free speech. Um, Obviously, you have to be careful with what you say, but um, he's not harming anybody. He's not being violent to anybody. He's not um, causing anybody any type of pain, any type of issues.
Yeah.
He's just speaking, and so when it comes to that, I think it's wrong. I think what they did, um, and I have to mention just the double standard that we've seen in the NBA when it comes to players getting waived, players getting released, fines being put out on these players. You have, and I really don't want to name names, but you have so many domestic violence cases, so many um, sexual misconducts with minors, um, just I mean anti-Semitic posts, just so much that happens, and they still get to play. They still get to be on the team. They still get a jersey, a roster spot, whatever.
Yeah.
But when it's about Christ, when it's about um, speaking out on something that specifically the NBA is doing, they say no. So um, yeah, I think it's wrong. I think it's unlawful, and I support Jay Ivey completely.
I like what you said about the double standard because it's not only a double standard in the other things that these players could potentially do, it's a double standard in the LGBT community as well. Because I was talking to a friend and they were saying that that community, and it's true, it's unfortunate, but it's true, that community is just so protected. And
Yeah,
it's like there are no protections for the Christian community. None whatsoever. And it's like any time that you have somebody who is radical for Christ and who is speaking their beliefs and um and open about it, they just receive so much backlash.
yeah,
But if there was a gay NBA player that came out today, he would be praised.
yeah,
He would be supported in every type of way. He would be put on a platform. He could be a no name. He could be a dude that gets no minutes. If he comes out like, oh, congratulations to blah 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 who came out today, and we just want to support him and blah blah blah. But Jaden Ivey speaks for Christ and speaks against this community, and his job is taken away, his
yeah,
livelihood.
yeah,
Now, luckily, you have guaranteed contracts and things. You have to pay them, but still, like it's just so wrong and it's just so unfortunate. But I wanted to ask you because not only did he speak out against LGBT and that whole community, and um there were reports that he, would ask reporters and players, about their relationship with Christ and
yeah,
things like that. And the whole thing is, oh, you're not supposed to talk about religion and you're not supposed to talk about politics in the workplace. That's what they say.
yeah.
Um, do you think that's more of the reason as to why? Because the Instagram posts and the lives that was all public. But all the other stuff, the reports that came out, that was private.
Yeah.
That was the stuff that was like, okay, this is with the team. This is like, kind of the detrimental to the team part. What do you say about that part of it as far as his relationship with the players and the media and how he spoke to them and like you said, preaching Christ and asking them about their relationship with Christ and things like that. What is your response to that?
Um, yeah, no, I think that's BS. That's a smokescreen. Um, he this is something he hasn't been hiding this. This is something he's been um, talking about and preaching for a while. So I'm sure he was
Even
probably
in Detroit.
in
But
Detroit
by the way, yes.
talking to his teammates, deal with that. And there are plenty of others. There are plenty of other Christian NBA players. We just don't know them because a lot of them may not speak out publicly about certain things, but plenty of other ones. You see videos of teams and players praying after the game, and
I
you know,
post them. I try to post them every time
yeah,
on IG.
right, me as well. And having devotions and things like that. And so there's plenty of conversation that goes on about people's relationship with God and with Christ and how their faith is. And same way in the media, a lot of players, give credit, give glory to God. Um, and that's talked about openly. So I don't think that was an issue. I don't think he was harming the team. I don't think he was. I mean, sure, maybe some of those conversations you can make people uncomfortable, but that's going to happen. That's life. We're
Yeah,
we're adults. You're not going to be comfortable in every situation you're in. Uh,
correct.
so I think that was just another excuse they could use to waive him to make sure he's not on the team. I genuinely think it was just when he spoke out specifically about the NBA and how they've been um, the LGBTQ comments on his live streams. I think that specifically calling out the NBA for that, I think, is the sole reason why.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, and so I guess just kind of putting a stamp on this conversation for now. I just hope that he can get back in the NBA, and I don't know that it will happen. These players can get blackballed, and um you know this this Christian life that we live is not, it's not easy.
You know,
It's not for everybody. Um I mean, it is for everybody, but it's not for the faint of heart, and it's not for the weak. Um, and so there'll be persecution, and I hope that Jaden isn't a martyr. Um, you know, as far as his NBA career is concerned,
yeah,
but it very well possibly could be, and I hate that. But
yeah,
I hope not. I hope he can get in the NBA and have a long career because he's still young, man. And he's got talent. He just needs to get in the right situation where he can flourish and grow and continue to develop, and hopefully, no more injuries. That's what we're praying for. Um, because that can mess with you mentally, and if that's what's going on, then I understand it. Um, but I will say this, and this is the goodness of God, and this is not to um, you know, be spiteful or anything like that, but the GM, and I think either the GM, I think what director of basketball operations or something like that, Karnisovas and Mark Eversley were fired from the Chicago Bulls, and if those were the people um, that waived Jaden, then you know God proves that He takes care of His own, and He
yeah,
doesn't like when you mess with His children, and so um, and we see that they're in the same exact situation as Jaden is, jobless, and so
yep,
we'll see what happens of that. They may get other jobs just because of their position in their rank, but um, God takes care of His own, and He's a just God, and
yeah,
we can say that. And so that's I guess that's a positive outlook as far as God being just, and Him protecting and His loving His own, and just not taking care of His own as far as looking out for us, and making sure that Christians are protected and looked after. And mistreatment of Christians, God doesn't take kindly to, in other words. So that's that.
Yeah, yeah. I've been resting and sitting with Romans 8:28 recently, and you know I know Jaden knows that verse. It's it's something that is a good reminder for Christians, people, whoever going through a struggle.
For those who are watching that don't know that verse, can you just say it for us?
Yeah, we know that all things work together for good to those who love God and to those who are called according to His purpose. Um,
Amen.
and despite what goes on in this life, like you mentioned, God takes care of His own, uh,
Absolutely.
and, and He's going to do the same for Jaden, and He's going to do the same for us. So,
Yep. Absolutely. And I think that's a great way to end the episode, man. Love having these type of conversations. We talked about Harrison Butker, last year with that
yeah,
whole thing. And
yeah,
anytime we get an opportunity to come and speak on, these specific topics, we look forward to doing it. And I love your perspective every time. You just bring a different perspective that kind of is fresh and um it gets my mind going and things like that. But we've been going long enough. I wanted to talk some comics. I wanted to talk some Doomsday, some Spider-Man Brand New Day, but we'll leave that for a different time,
absolutely.
different conversation. And maybe another podcast. We'll see. We'll see.
Please
We'll
stay
see.
tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Until then, yeah, like the video, comment, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Talking Sports Podcast. We probably won't be back before the playoffs, but NBA draft, I'm sorry, NFL draft is coming up.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I think what we'll do is we'll recap that. We'll recap the NFL draft and kind of start our NFL off that way for this new season coming up. So stay tuned for that. Champions League, soccer, we'll talk about that a little bit
yeah.
moving into the semifinals. Um, really good games this past last week or so, to quarterfinals. So those were fun to watch. Masters, shout out McIlroy,
Yep.
won
Rory,
his second straight.
back to back.
Uh, I know he's on cloud nine after a long career of not getting it done.
Yeah.
Stamped himself as the number one golfer in the world right now. So shout out to Rory.
Yep.
Um, Baseball's gearing up. We don't really talk baseball on this channel. We don't really watch it, but shout out to the Yankees
Yep.
and Dodgers are just dominant. But
Shohei.
um a lot of sports going on. We're at the World Cup. I didn't even mention the World Cup. We're gonna have a complete World Cup coverage podcast episode and maybe some recap episodes as well
Absolutely.
as that's going on this summer. So a lot of things going on this summer.
Yep.
We'll be here talking about all of it on the Talking Sports podcast. Continue being patient with us. Thank you all so much. We love y'all. Till next time. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
How do I even get out of here? All right. Peace.
Peace.
Bye, mom. Love you.